Are creatives born, or are they made? When I was growing up, my family and I lived above my father's print shop. As kids, we had typical chores, like washing the dishes or sweeping the floors, but we also had the unique opportunity to earn a little extra cash for jobs like collating booklets or shrink-wrapping tickets. When working in the shop, it was fun to watch my dad design something on the computer, make plates, run the offset, trim it, and see a unique product exist, ready to be delivered to the customer. Often, it is assumed that our talents are gifts. You either have it or you don't. You can draw or you can't. You can write or you can't. We look at celebrated creatives and think, they just have it. In the year leading up to college, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I didn't feel particularly talented at anything. Like many doubtful freshmen, I figured at the very least I'd start out with some core classes before deciding on what school and major I wanted to pursue. On the first day of Michigan Tech's orientation, the leaders started dividing the freshmen into groups based on their major. When I overheard what was on the schedule for the STC majors, I knew immediately what I wanted to do. Over the next 4 years, I got to see how type, content, graphics, colors, photos, and video could legitimately help businesses or nonprofits communicate their value or tell their stories. As I had the opportunity to work on more projects and put my new knowledge into action, I could see my design work mature. I had more experiences to pull from and learned lessons through critical feedback. I learned that your content gets better with process, just like your technical ability to display it. During college, I moved and tested out bigger cities, but I couldn't shake wanting to be home, in the Keweenaw with its fresh air, clean water, smell of cedar and pine. After graduation, I was hired at Thermal Analytics, where I got to be part of a growing in-house marketing team. The company was wanting to use content and design to communicate more effectively with their customers. During my first couple of years there, it became clear that a rebrand was necessary. The company was a leader in their industry, but customers' perceptions of the brand did not align with that. I got to interview the founders, develop a strategy, and create a design that communicated the company's values. It was during this project that I fell in love with the branding process. I quickly realized that I wanted to do more of this type of work. While I was passionate about the work, some days I struggled with an idea for what felt like an age. On other days, my ideas were like a stream during the spring snowmelt. This back and forth had me both inspired and insecure. I felt I could choose to grow or go back to something I knew I could do with little discomfort. It wasn't long before a position opened up at Smart Creative. I was thrilled to have an opportunity to do more of what I loved, learn new skills, and have a chance to benefit our local community. There was a small voice in my head saying, "You're not good enough to do this full-time." But there was an even louder voice asking me, "What will your life look like if you don't grow?" I'm looking forward to seeing how much more this creative can learn. As I continue to pursue a career that allows me to be creative, I still struggle with the question, are creatives born or made? Looking back on my journey to this new job, I can't help but feel they are made. I've certainly learned a lot and have a lot more to learn, but that process is hard, and many days it's hard not to compare myself to another creative who looks born into it. So I'm curious, what do you think? Are creatives born or are they made?